much for your patience. We had to get a few things sorted, so we made sure we went live with everything sorted tonight. Very much appreciate your time. So yes, it's great to be back. We have a brand new adventure for you all. Before we get into the nuts and bolts of that, let's say hello to everybody. We have mostly an array of familiar faces. This isn't a complete cast for the year. Hey guys. This isn't a complete cast for the year, but it is most of us. So, of course, as usual, I'm your DM. I'm Mark. We have ComradeElric, also known as Mr. Jeff, or previously as Kadumbo Shea, the Elephant Cleric, or the Loxodon Cleric. Let's see what's going on with that as we get in. How you doing, Jeff?
Oh, I'm still alive. Looking forward to playing the new character.
Excellent. Should be fun.
Oh, I think it will be lots of underpowers.
Right. Yeah,
Just try
and
not
of
to
course.
drink too much water.
Yeah, be careful about that. And of course, different picture than usual, all the way from the United States, Mr. Fizzcannon. How are you today? Or this evening, or this morning, whatever time it is for you right now?
It is 6 a.m. and it's good.
Hey.
Good, right now it's good, yeah.
Yeah, excellent. So you formerly played Proudwood in Forces Nature, and you're going to be taking on a whole new role, this adventure, which will lead to revealed in the gameplay, I believe. I'm excited to see what happens with that.
Yep. Brill, then Proudwood, and now Ralph.
Excellent. Love it. I like Ralph already. And of course we have joining us again Mr. Modbrew, formerly Wallamir, and
we don't
also still. Yeah, well, true, very true. I think Wallamir was kind of an informal guy, you know. Yeah, and so you're going to also be playing something along the lines of something. Shall say as we get into things.
Yes, I will be playing something along the lines of something for this thing. I will be continuing playing the role of the aquatic half-elf warlock known as Wallamir, and his fantastic genie compadre.
Excellent. And of course, last for tonight, but definitely not least, also in the background on production, making sure we can get all the visuals and the audio through to you guys, is Jason, and you're formerly played Shadow and Warlock, and even before that, Advila, going way back right to the start. You are playing someone new, which we'll reveal as we get into things. Do you want to tell anyone to do anything?
I am a Warhorse.
Ooh, fun. Nice one. Excellent. Well,
Like the name.
Before we kick off, can we just say just something a little bit serious?
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, I attended the funeral for my last grandparent, my nan. She passed on, which was a bit sad.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but it was good. Family got to catch up, and we actually streamed the event, and we had people in Japan watching, like cousins and stuff watching. We ended up getting 19 viewers, so I just wanted to say, fuck you, Nan, for outdoing me on your first ever stream and getting 19 viewers when I normally get fucking 3. So that's just like her, just fucking showing me up. Really very cruel. And I'll never forgive you.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Oh, dear.
No, seriously, 19 viewers, pretty good. Like, I think she's going to get some royalties. I might get that later on.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Depends how nice you were to her. Alright, well, before we move right along and get into the whole new thing, we must acknowledge that we have come from another campaign that we dubbed Forces of Nature, which was us playing through sections of Matt Mercer's Exandria and having a whole lot of fun doing so. We started off in Call of the Netherdeep campaign, and then branched off from that into a little bit of free will and ocean sailing, pirate, booty collecting, fun times for season 2. And at the end of that, we had a bit of a mishap of sorts, and we're going somewhere completely new into a homebrew setting that I devised a while ago that we've play tested before with some of the guys here. and we're gonna see how that plays out. I'm really excited for it. I just want to say thanks to all of our regulars who've stuck with us the whole time and who have stuck with us through the campaign change. Means a lot, guys. Thanks heaps. And like the main reason we did it, for those that haven't heard, is like for me, I didn't feel like I could really cut loose and get creative inside someone else's world. So I wanted to be in one that was of my own creation, so I can do whatever the hell I want. Yeah, and we can basically I have an overarching concept and story and some stuff that's going to go on in the world, but the players can do whatever the heck they like with what they're presented. If they don't end up following that and we end up somewhere else and the world just progresses on its own, so be it. You know, we'll see where things end up. And that also means if there's a TPK, you just pick up somewhere else and it's not going to matter so much, you know?
It's nobody's fault but yours.
Yeah. Exactly. So, you know, fun. Hopefully we don't have one of them in session 1, but we'll see how we go. No promises.
Okay, I got my backup character.
Excellent, that's good. Glad to hear it. So I just want to, before we kick off, I'm going to recap the finale from last season. We're going to do a proper intro for the new world, but before we do, I just wanted to give you guys a chance to maybe discuss some of your favourite moments from Forces of Nature, particularly the last season, and you know, any kind of highlights you want to talk about before we move on.
I can go first.
Sure. Go right
I
ahead.
don't remember last episode, so
You weren't here.
I missed Loki. His playing of Jimmy at the start, like when we were doing the role-playing stuff on the ship, was very, very endearing. It was one of those things, like we had this whole thing going where I was pretending that I didn't know what a surgeon was, but somehow I signed up for it because of a misunderstanding between the word doctor and doctor. And yeah, it was just amazing fun. So it is one of those things that it was one of my favorite parts. I had a lot of fun through the season, but I think the way Jimmy roleplayed with a lot of our characters and had like little held secrets, I really enjoyed that sort of fun he had over people, so that was good.
Yeah, I dig it. Yeah,
so that reminds me when I met your character and snatched a deck of cards.
Yeah, that was also fun. Wallamir. When Wallamir came in, that was a fun episode.
That was great. I did really enjoy that. Yeah, that was hilarious.
I can mention one thing that might actually carry on in the world that we've left behind, which is that, like, my character built a lot of stuff.
Yep.
Which would have been just left in the old world, probably with the crew of that ship who've got the only chess set made by this craftsman who got sucked into a hole.
Yeah.
It's probably worth a lot, and that crew is probably doing very well for themselves with all the treasure we picked up and left on the boat.
Oh, they definitely are.
Last thing I heard is they were wondering why you're making so many salt and pepper shakers.
And look, I hate to break it to you. Well, it's a good news, bad news situation, because I can let you know, just like table talk out of character, that those guys very much are doing quite well with all the treasure that you collected for them. But they have no actual clue about you guys and the portals and any of that, because no one told them. You just jumped through a freaking portal, right?
Actually, the portal more kind of sucked us in than we
Well,
jumped.
no, it didn't. The group of Goliaths that you had met opened it and told you about how it led back to that giant ruins that you had left before, where you lost 2 people, might I add. And so there might be treasure there. And so you guys went off looking for freaking treasure and ended up teleported into the middle of nowhere in some obsidian kind of cavern or something. Alone. Yeah. So your friends back on the Ravager's Respite and the other galleon that you guys have managed to capture, all they know is you went into the forest chasing the trail of a giant. Or like trying to find a giant's like lair and never came back. Yeah.
I think that eventually they would find out because Shadow would probably make his way back there at some point in time once he found his way from where he was.
I haven't even told you where Shadows ended up yet. No, that's no. Sorry, that's not a thing.
He's in the lower reaches of the Nine Hells.
I mean, he might be. He could also be somewhere else entirely. You will find out. I promise you will find out. But not for a while.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a little bit of fun. But yeah, so like what I was getting at, Jeff, is that I don't know if the chess set will have as much value as you think because it doesn't. They can't attach the portal story to it. They can say it's for lost crewmates, but that just more gives it sentimental value because most of the crew did like you. Most of the crew likes Galan, and so I think that they would keep that as a memento to remember Galan by. Definitely. But yeah, they're doing quite well off of all that. That was a lot of pressure, guys. A lot. Also, I'll get to that. I'll get to that in the story. That's later. So, does anyone else have any other bits and pieces that they wanted to share, or shall I recap the finale and get us into the intro?
Game on!
Game on. All right. So, as we were discussing, these guys went through a portal. And they're looking for treasure, as pirates do.
Wait, real quick. So the stream audio, Jason, your voice has to go up. The music should go down, and can we hear everybody else's voice again? I heard Mark's and mine, and it sounds like it's going through a filter or something. But I gotta hear Elric and Mod.
Well, I'm right here.
Would you like me to do some words?
Everything was all good. Hang on.
Hi, my name is Modbrew. I go online and tell jokes and roll dice.
Okay. Yeah, I mean we can get by if you just put up your volume, Jason, and put the music down.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Let's do that.
Thanh you, Fizz.
Yeah,
No worries.
yeah. I've chucked my audio up a bit now.
Okay.
Sorry, just need to interrupt.
No, sorry.
Right? No, it's good.
So, one recap. Now, Forces of Nature finale was a little bit exciting. As I said, the guys had gone through a portal. It was kind of a 2-episode finale. They ended up in the portal. They ended up in these obsidian caverns, and they had to find their way through some environmental sort of like trap set effects and a few creatures, and eventually they found themselves confronted by what one could presume were cultists that had both advanced technology and magic, and were attempting to summon some kind of otherworldly draconic monstrosity through this portal. During this fight, James Savage IV, your good mate Jimmy, was slain by a mysterious drow assassin that was working with these people. No! The dragon began to come through the portal, and it was strange. Like, it had the form of a proper dragon, but gaunt, and it was all black, and where its eyes would be, there was purple fire. And that same purple fire seemed to be like glowing from within the cracks in its skin. Like weird ass thing. It looked mean. Someone from the other side of the portal jumped through and decapitated it just as it was it was halfway through the portal.
Oh wait, we got the portal. No noise. Hold on. There we go.
Oh my god. Yeah. And so as this was going on, Dragon gets killed, the portal destabilized and exploded with corrupted astral energy. That was where we ended Forces of Nature. So no one knows what's happened to anyone, or if any of the people in that room are even still alive. So, who's to know what happened? So now we start a completely new story. Tucked away somewhere deep in the astral sea, guarded by disrupted currents in the fabric of wild space, lies a system that contains a single world, orbited by a trio of small moons. Upon this sphere is a land known collectively as Great Galanic. Life and civilization progress there much as it does on other worlds. The main difference here being that many of the species of sentient, intelligent creatures that would be considered monsters in other places, like Alexandria or Toro, were not seen, nor did they behave as such here. You know, as an example, you would find a goblin as welcome in a village as a human or a dwarf. Life across the 5 continents that made up the known world was generally peaceful. No one had armies, and there had never been any wars. A few natural cataclysms that had caused a bit of movement and things like that, but never anything on the scale of that kind of thing. It might be bandits, wild animals, the occasional rampaging Tarrasque was even a thing, but they were usually dealt by with coalitions of local militia, none of which were prepared for the coordinated conquest that came with the rise of the Galanic Empire. Primarily made up of humans and some rare dragonborn commanders, the armies of the Empire appeared all over the world almost all at once, bolstered by ranks of newly made Warforged. Led by an astoundingly powerful battle mage, the world came to know the Conqueror as Emperor Lucian Jafel. He and his empire have ruled over Galan for the last 60 years, seeing little to no resistance until around a decade ago. In the half-century leading up to these events, non-human sentients, though treated as second-class citizens by the new empire, were still allowed within towns and villages. The Emperor, seemingly out of nowhere, exiled them all on pain of death or enslavement a decade ago. What followed were months of the Empire displaying its brutality, while streams of non-human refugees and their human sympathizers made their way from all of the continents of Galan to the Badlands, the only place not dominated by the Empire, largely due to the fact that it's a barren landscape today. It used to have beautiful, idyllic savanna plains in the southern half, but like I said, previous cataclysmic event that maybe if you read a history book, you'll find out about.
What do you got time for that?
Yeah, right. As more of the exiled people gathered, common alliance arose to challenge the Empire's authority. Not with hard fought, the alliance managed to wrest control of East Galan from the Empire and establish a proper headquarters there. Now this, I need to bring us across to the world map. You don't have a labelled world map, folks, because I'm not that nice. But I can point a few things out to you here. So we're going through some of this. Just let me load.
I gotta pay attention now.
So, as I mentioned, the Badlands.
You can't see. It's black for us.
I know.
There's no token vision.
It's all black. I'm trying to find it.
How do I fix that? Like that. Oh, hang on. How about that? Ta-da!
Yes.
I don't know why it had a darkness filter on it. Sorry about that, folks. This area here that I'm pinging, this is the Badlands.
Would have been much funnier if it was a dick pic when he said ta-da.
Right.
Everyone's just staring at the screen.
So you have the southern Badlands, which is the wasteland-looking kind of area, and the northern wastes above that. You have these 4 continents, sort of like, or the 3 continents right around it. The one furthest to the left is West Galan, then you have South Galan, and then you have Galan Prime, and then far off to the east you have East Galan, and then this one up in the corner, we don't talk about this one up in the corner, that's the Wild North. If you listen to the rumours, it's nothing but savage orcs and pirates and things like that. As I said about the sentient races, I always forget this when I'm telling people about this one. The one race that you don't see common throughout the world are the orcs. And according to Imperial, let's call it news, or Imperial rumour, they are nothing but savages and pirates. And that's as far as anyone knows. in Imperial territory. However, within the Common Alliance, there are rumours that that is in fact not the case, and that they may have actually played a crucial part in many refugees escaping when things went down. So, since that all happened, things have settled into a bit of a stalemate. So the Alliance still lacks the forces required to truly defeat the Empire. But the Empire is hesitant to attack the Alliance in its own territory, fearing heavy losses as a result of the Alliance's guerrilla tactics and seemingly mysterious access recently to more advanced technology. Now here's the thing, with the Empire, they have more advanced technology than the common people. And some of what the Alliance has been starting to get their hands on is maybe even edging that out a little bit. And no one knows where that's coming from exactly. It should be noted that firearms are fairly commonplace in this world, but mostly just Renaissance-style black powder weapons. The Empire has what we would consider to be the equivalent to modern weapons, but those are highly restricted to Imperial soldiers, staff, that kind of thing. Anyone that's not in the proper position within the Empire's ranks is that's caught with one is usually imprisoned and has the weapon confiscated. So, due to this stalemate situation, the Empire has been amassing new forces, including building new ranks of Warforged, as Taiji would know because he was one of them until he defected. And the Alliance is scrambling to find a means of actually defeating the Empire once and for all. And that, my friends, is where all of you come in. We have each accepted a contract via proxy from Lord Bruno Sternsorrow, the current leader by unanimous vote of the Common Alliance. In the furthest reaches of the Badlands, deep in the northern wastes, there is an impenetrable ice wall. Within the labyrinth of tunnels that endlessly crisscross the mountains here, there can be found deposits of an exceedingly rare mineral that, when forged, is capable of withstanding even the fires of a furnace. You have been charged with finding the location of a sizable deposit of this mineral and returning the information to Lord Sternsorrow. This task must be completed with discretion and haste, lest the Empire spies get wind of what you're doing. To that end, as per your instructions that you were given, you all meet in the town of Bastion, a sizable town that's a refuge for locked-on people that were once called the Southern Badlands home. Some of you have worked together before, albeit briefly, though there are a couple of newcomers on this job.
Because I'm about to strip.
Nevertheless,
Sorry.
cool. Nevertheless, you all gathered at the tavern, met up, hung around waiting for a little while. An event, like a week or so in the town, getting to know each other where you needed to, waiting on other party members to show up. You collected the supplies necessary for what is potentially going to be several weeks traveling in the tundra, and set out. Well, almost all of you. The bard, as usual, it's like, so you left without them. The first 2 days of travel have passed without incident. Now we're going to...
Oh, we've left. We've left the town.
Yeah.
Snowshoes.
Yes, you got all the things necessary for traveling properly in the snow if you want.
I just want to picture myself with big tennis racket feet. That's all.
Especially in your armor, but jeez. So we should now be on another map of the region. This is the Northern Wastes. You have the town of Bastion, as labeled here that you've left from. We've got a party token. You can see how to access the Southern Badlands down to the south there. Okay, one of those map pins isn't showing the name, but see where it says Mountain Pass Cave? There's another one to the south that doesn't have the name showing up. Up here?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So that is a mountain pass that goes through those mountains. Looks like Kadam's character will be aware of that. C2 is... Thank you. I made it myself. Incarnate, thank you very much for your help. We have Sisu is the first settlement of Loxodons that came up this way after the cataclysm in the Southern Badlands. It was previously overrun by undead, and Bastion was founded after that. There's some more ruins up further north that local rumor calls, local word calls Malachi's Rest. It's apparently like an old, what's the word I'm looking for? A monument to an old soldier, like it's not giant. It's a monument to a soldier from a people that potentially existed long before any of the current civilizations that we know now. Like it's an old ruins. It seems to be like a monument to a fallen soldier. And then you have the Northern Ice Wall, which is impassable. No one has ever been able to get through those mountains and the ice there. No one knows what's beyond that to the north. Hey?
I said except Jon Snow.
Except Jon Snow. Please don't say it. And so it's somewhere in that region that you've been tasked like that's where the network of tunnels crisscross that will hopefully lead you to a source of the ore that you're looking for. You've been paid in advance 250 gold pieces each, and you will be paid a further 250 gold pieces upon return of the information each. So please add that to your sheet and keep that in mind.
How much questions can my horse come with? And it's important because I want to know how much ore we need to bring back.
Yep. You only need to bring back a sample and a location.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. You're not expected to haul stuff back. Like you're going to find a source that the Alliance can send a team to set up a mine.
Now, has any of us seen it before?
The ore?
Yeah, or is this like a mystery ore that nobody's ever seen? Kind of.
So it's rare, but it's not. Let me see. I think.
Please be unobtainium.
It's not unobtainium. You've probably seen it in some of the Empire's equipment. Like the housings of their weapons and some of their more advanced armors and technologies. And
so it's identifiable. It's like it's got a color or like a.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't worked those details out yet, but I'll give them to you next.
Black opal. Make it Australian style.
Yeah, maybe that could be cool. But it's like that. It's rare. The Empire has basically put.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, actually, maybe it is something like
that. That means a lot to me.
Maybe it's like a black opal obsidian kind of thing going on. Either way, it's really strong, and it can withstand almost anything. Like it needs specialized magics to mine it. The Empire has the only other locations in the known world where this stuff can be found in abundance already on lockdown. Hence why they're using it in their equipment. And this is the only potential source that's known about that isn't already locked down. So the Alliance is hoping you can find them a spot that they can set up their own mine. That's right, there's Pan U. So first 2 days of travel have passed without incident. You crossed through Ashen's western border, mountains. First day, clear skies. Second day, some heavy clouds set in, but no otherwise dodgy weather. And you guys settle into camp in what's the word I'm looking for, in a ravine. It's sort of the last part of the pass through these mountains leading out into the tundra. That will allow you to travel a little bit easier rather than trekking through mountains all the way across the coast. So, for each of you, we have Ralph, we have Taiji, we have Yahsob Muda, our locked-on friend, and we have Rimalaw, an aquatic elf, warlock, matey. You guys have been traveling with Taiji and Ralph now, a couple of days, and you've settled into camp. So I'm just going to bring myself over here for a second, check. Yeah. So I'm going to bring you over to the map. I'm not going to bother bringing you all out of your tokens yet. I'll just open the door when you get a chance.
If you can just give me
you set up this little camp.
I'm just going to go for a second. I've got to put my son back in bed. He just woke up. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, that's fine. I've centered the screen here, so it should be all good. And if the rest of you, since Taiji is going to be taking the main watch. I think while Jason's away, he can be having his shutdown cycle of the Warforged. And if you guys want to, have a moment at camp to discuss the potential future quest and how things are going, the day's travel, feel free. We'll generally get to know each other a bit better.
I'm currently going to zoom in so I can see everything.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a nice model there. They're both nice.
It's good,
Hey, do we have time to change my model? Because, like,
Yeah, I need to
Ralph and
change mine
Taiji
too.
look amazing, and Wallamir looks... Rimalaw looks a little bit,
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything about it.
Yeah, we can absolutely work on that. When you come back from your trip away.
That's all right. And I'm actually Rimalaw right now.
Yes.
Excellent. I say, right, so there I was, the impenetrable northern mountains. I just finished coming back across, only person that's ever done it. And that's when I
Tell
said
me
to her,
more of story.
and that's when I said to her, that's not my rabbit. That's not my rabbit.
Yeah,
No.
what then?
Humans lost on you fuckers.
I don't get it.
Well, anyway.
You kill rabbit?
No, like,
It'd be good food.
well, yeah, rabbit makes good use, but like, no, hang on. I'll tell the story again. Oh my
It's the
god.
rabbit who witnessed this, or?
No. Anyways, all I'm saying is, bird in the hand's worth two in the bush. We've got 250 gold. I'm just floating it out there.
Bird?
We could always just say, the bard stole the money and ran. We're at 250 gold already each. We bail off.
Why you whistle? That weird.
It's got to be the bird in his hand.
There's no bird. Like, oh god. I'm just saying, like, we've got a lot of gold to go find this thing. The good thing is, if we find it, we don't even have to go back, because I actually got the Pompadingus to sign in my little book here, so I can just send him a message and tell him the location.
People always want to quit on the second night. Rimalaw, we'll be fine. We'll get double our money.
But don't we want to make more money when we get back?
Well, I'm just saying, we take the 250 gold we have each,
Done.
then we go to like a establishment for gambling. We rig the dice, we roll the dice. We now have 500 gold each.
Where were you last 2 weeks? I don't have my 250 anymore.
What did you do with your 250? Oh, that's right. We rolled for it. I've got 500.
Done.
That's canon. That's canon,
Because-
folks. I heard that.
Because I'm a hospitable host, I'm going to give you all 5 of your gold back.
Adding it to my sheet. Thank you. Added.
Right. So here we are, about to head off again into the frigid cold, and I said frigid,
It's
and
You wish you had
I'm
rabbit.
just putting it out there. It's not fun. We could head south, find some summer. I heard East Galan, beautiful this time of year.
I don't feel the cold. I'm fine.
Yeah, but don't you want to have like fun with I don't know, like lady robots.
You should have brought some warm Loxodon with us. Just saying,
Hey,
all that
Did
extra
you
money.
see the trunk on that last one?
Oh, God.
What?
I'm sorry.
Trying to picture Elric's face.
This goes on for another couple of hours, and then
The Loxodon cleric. How does he look?
the three of you. I'm just going to move you back over in here. The three of you retire while Taiji stays up on watch. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So while you are sleeping, I'm sure I have to info because I haven't written these parts yet. Really, I'll have a. I don't think I have. This might be a bit of info. So Yahsob,
That me.
you settle into sleep, and everything goes black. Kadam, you.
That me.
Last thing you remember is a blinding flash of purple light as a particular portal exploded, and then just floating in what seems to be a timeless void for the longest, or possibly shortest of times, you're not sure. Then there's a spark and a flash, and all of a sudden your eyes are somewhere else. You're being cared for by your parents. You're growing up as a child in this frozen tundra kind of area. You have a lot of anger, but it's more due to frustration. But it makes you really strong, and so you lean into that. Your dad's the mayor, and you grow up in this town, going off on adventures when you can. And recently you've accepted a contract and have ended up asleep here in this tent with your friends. But, Kadam, you have experienced this entire life of Yahsob, but you are still Kadam. You have no idea how this has happened, but you're now here in the body of this other Loxodon person with all of their abilities. You have no sense of court. Your once chosen deity. And as much as you have the memories of Yahsob, you don't feel like him. You feel like Kadam. And you'll be waking up in just a moment. At the same time, Rimalaw, you have lived the life you have lived. You experienced the exodus that saw non-humans exiled from the towns. You even saw the rise of the Empire. And as much as it worried you, there wasn't much you could do about it. So you just lived, survived, did what you needed to do, made deals as you needed to. Yep, all of those things. And so as the Common Alliance rose up, you, I think, maybe saw a little bit of hope. Whether or not you have actually taken part with them directly is entirely up to you. But this is the life you know as Rimalaw. Ending up on this adventure. I think maybe you had a tendency to take jobs from the Common Alliance, whether or not you signed up, just because you knew it would hurt these people that you saw hurt so many others. And you wanted to do something, you know? So you have ended up in the same place and gone to sleep in your tent. Wallamir. Same thing for you. You last remember an exploding portal and floating in a timeless nothing. Fortunately for you, you had company. Effie was with you through all of this, so you had time. Maybe millennia, maybe a few seconds. Who's to tell? It could have seemed like both and neither at the same time. So you guys have had all of this time. But then, similarly, your reverie with Effie was interrupted by a dreamlike state where you experience the life of Rimalaw from beginning to the point where it is now. But again, as you wake, you are now Wallamir. You
Oh my God.
everything. You remember everything, but otherwise, this is the case. Now, before everyone actually wakes, I need a couple of things. I need a D4 roll from anybody who would like to make it.
Too late. I already done it.
Okay, what is it?
A 1.
A 1? Okay, thank you. Now, I'm also going to need... checking that, okay. Checking this.
Thank you, dearie.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for what?
Big fan of dearie.
So, you guys wake up just as Taiji,
Mm.
you notice a rumbling off in the distance up from this tunnel here. One tunnel, like this section of ravine here. The way out, where like into the tundra where you're trying to head, is off to the west. From the other, like from the northern direction, you can hear a rumbling like earth moving. Something's coming, and it's coming fast. So I assume you would want to start waking everybody up.
Yeah, I'll just yell out, "Oi, to arms! Something comes!"
Yeah, and guys, you are waking up for the the moment you've woken up on your own, so you're already awake when you hear this. But you're coming from that sequence that's just happened. So you know who Taiji is, you recognize the voice, but yeah, it's just looking. You've been dumped here, Wallamir. You don't know where you are, other than the knowledge you have from those lives. You know what I mean? So you know where you are, but it's a whole disjointed kind of thing. Ralph, obviously you didn't have a dream tonight, but you, I think, woke at the same time as them out of nowhere, and so you were also awake to something's coming. What do you guys want to do?
I want to put on my shoes.
What about your armor?
No,
Right.
I'm not putting that on.
Yeah. Let's go. Everyone up. Let's go.
Okay, so
10 minutes later.
Yeah, I know, right?
quickly,
More information, Taiji. Come on, keep it coming.
So
and
if anyone
and-
comes out, they won't actually see me because I'm still in my hut.
Yeah.
so looking around this whole new environment, body feels weird, tusks feel like they're a different weight. I remember those memories and just think, okay, play along. And I pick up my hammer and head out to where the person's saying 2 arms.
Absolutely. Well, you guys should be able to open your own doors and move around your tents. Let me open doors for you.
Hey, cool.
Yeah. The tents have got little walls, so they kind of block vision a little bit. You've got a campfire which is giving off some light. Some of you will have dark vision or not, as things are. And as
On my goggles, if I may.
yeah, absolutely. And I will say that both Kadam, actually just Kadam at this point, you can kind of pick up on and hear the same vibration, land movement that Taiji seems to be talking about. The rest of you haven't quite picked up on it yet. You get the feeling you've probably got about 10 minutes before it actually gets here.
What does it smell like?
What would this smell like? Kind of like, actually make me a perception check.
Okay, if I recall correctly, I've got it in front of me here.
Smells strangely like
I
camp
have
chili.
advantage on perception smell checks.
Ah, yeah, so you do.
I'll roll with advantage if I may.
Yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
get a 21.
Yep. All right. So you, Kadam, you're not familiar with this, but the memories that you've just experienced, you find like with something in that. You can't remember the name, but you know that it's like it smells like a creature that you have a vision. It's kind of a large insectile, centipedal kind of creature that has fire for blood. And you're pretty aware that
Smell big, scary firebug.
you've got about 10 minutes before it gets to you.
It be here in about 10 minutes.
Right, you gotta be shitting me. Alright, hang on, I'll get something to wash our backs. And I'm gonna start casting a spell over the top of the fire for the next minute.
No problem. You've got 10 minutes, guys. What would you like to do with them?
I'm going to get my horse ready.
Yep, absolutely.
I'll put the barding on the horse. Actually, probably be on him because it's cold.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be
Maybe.
keeping warm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so maybe gather my things.
Sure.
I probably don't have my armor on, but I got my shield. And I'm just trying to pack everything in case we need to run.
Cool. Do you want to make me a survival check to see how quickly you can do that?
Yeah.
And what's everyone else doing?
I cast a spell for a minute.
Yep. Anything else other than casting said spell?
Oh, well, I was gonna let other people go first and then I'll do it.
Well, I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8. Alright, so yeah, it's probably going to take you all of the 10 minutes and you're probably not going to be quite done. But you'll have most stuff loaded up. I'd say you might end up losing, like, you might not have time to pack your tent. You might lose that.
Okay. Gonna have to work on this.
Yeah.
This is my mind. It's like roll up the tent, throw it on the horse. You know, like all the gears and bedding and everything's still in it. Like,
you want to do it like that? Okay, no, sure. You are gonna manage to just finish that in the 10 minutes that you've got. That's fine.
yep.
Now, what about your armor? I know you said you're not putting it on, but is that like wrapped up in the tent, or is it?
Yeah, it's literally rolled up in the tent. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yep, sure. No problem. So yeah, Kadam, did you have anything you wanted to do in that time? And Taiji.
I'm still orienting myself into this new body. So the first thing I'm doing is remembering where I put all these weird ass hammers on myself. These little hammers that aren't for crafting, they're for throwing. And this big hammer that I've got, definitely seeing a theme. And I hold the hammer up a bit and maybe use, going back to my memory of what the thing does, and a bit of my arcana, and a bit of my knowledge of the thing. Just basically, I find myself actually saying Cord's Grace out loud when I'm not supposed to say that.
I love it. Now, Wallamir's still kind of close to you, so I think he'd probably hear that. And so, Wallamir, so a couple of things with that. You, Wallamir, would recognize that as something Kadam would say. But Rimalaw has only known this Yahsob fella for about a week. And he's never heard him say anything like that. I mean, he's barely heard him say anything, and he's certainly never spoken with any kind of eloquence. And also your memories would give you that as well. So Taiji, just for you, what you know of Yahsob, that's a bit out of place. Just a little bit, like it's just, you've never heard him say anything like that before, and you have no fucking clue who Cord is.
Halfway through the chain. What was that, Yahsob?
Oh, me, Yahsob. ready to smash.
Yeah. I thought, yeah, good on you. Keep it up.
Right. And Taiji, did you have anything you wanted to do in this 10 minutes? The things are approaching?
I'm going to cast Bless on us. It's only a 1 minute spell, so I'm going to hold the final action to release just before it gets to us.
Yep, sure. Not a problem. You can have precast that in like the 6 seconds before anything actually kicks off. That's fine.
Yep.
So you'll be starting off as usual. Alright, well that's everything there. Visual sorting that stuff out. So Wallamir, what spell are you casting?
Yes, so I'm casting a spell, which is one of my warlock things, which is called Conjure Elemental.
Very cool.
And I'm going to just click that off now, because it's definitely right here somewhere. There it is, clicked off. And basically it lasts for 90, up to an hour. And basically I go up to the bonfire and cast for a minute. And then the bonfire grows and grows till out steps a female Efreeti style elemental.
And I giving you a fire elemental token?
Pardon?
Am I giving you a fire elemental token, or do you have a...
You can just use Effie.
Yeah.
So what is coming? We're being attacked by fire elementals?
No.
He just created.
He's summoning a fire elemental.
Something's coming though, right?
Yes,
What's coming?
and so Yahsob has identified it as a really big fire bug.
Fire bug. All right, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
And I say, alright, so fire elemental, we might be attacked soon, so you gotta protect us, so come over here. And then have Effie follow me, and I just go, as soon as I sort of move out of earshot, I just go, hello, it's me. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I'm inside his body, and it turns out this guy I am is a bit of a dick, and I stole that guy over there's money. But we have to kill some things, like normal, good fun, lots of explosions, okay? And act like a fire elemental, go like, oh, fire. And then she'd like blast some fire, I'm like, excellent, okay, let's go.
Okay, so with that, do you want to make me a... How do we do dialogue stealth? Just stealth?
Oh, like a move away.
Yeah, okay, yep.
No, you can get me to stealth if you want.
No,
I'm
it's
very good.
fair enough. No, if you're moving further away from the moment, that's fine. All good. Not a problem. You have time to do so. So that's all good. Okay, so...
And then I walk over to my tent as I see Ralph finishing packing up his tent and having to leave up here. And I walk over and I walk up to mine and go, Reduxio! And it reduces into a little box and I just put it in my pocket.
Alright, yep. No problem.
Harry Potter.
Yes.
What did you do that
No,
to, sorry? All of his stuff or your stuff?
No, just my stuff. It's my folding boat. It's been recommissioned as a tent.
Yep, sweet.
So I just get the boat and then go inside it.
Yep, nice. Loves it. Alright.
As it gets to us, you'll notice that when I step out of my little hut, I'll materialize out of my hut. I'll just like be stepping out through like a wall. And then you'll see my left arm wave around and just spray out to the three of yous. And then you'll feel a little tingle as you get a bless.
Alright, and so at that point, I want to get everyone to put themselves where they want to be at about the 9-minute mark, a bit before he does that.
I feel like he just got gold.
You just got what?
Nothing.
I just could I just turn to my fire elemental and say, right, fire elemental, apparently We're being attacked by a flaming firebug, and I'm gonna rack my memory, and can you rack yours? And like, to give me some sort of help. Like, you use action to try and help me remember what this thing is.
I'm looking for water to splash on the firebug. And all there is a little bit of coffee, and I just drink it.
It's plenty of snow. So what are you going for with that mod? Are you wanting to do
Like nature or history
nature?
check or something?
Sure. Yeah, give me a nature check. I think because neither, like, you have historical knowledge of the world and living in this area through your memories. Effie doesn't have anything, so it'll just be nature. As far as reference to the world goes, she's new to here.
That would be a nat 20, first roll of the campaign for me.
Very nice. Very nice. Let me see what I can tell you about what you might know.
I think maybe new home rule? Wait, homebrew rule? How about he gets inspiration? First person to get nat 20, just
Yep.
double down on it.
I say we just make a rule. Whatever your first roll is the campaign, just stick with that for the rest of the campaigin. Every time a roll comes up, you just get that.
No.
What was his first roll?
No.
No, I'm scrolling up.
Hey, shh. Don't tell him.
Okay,
No, it wasn't 20.
I think Effie's gonna have a bit of a listen as well, and like the ground is starting to rumble and shake underneath you as this thing approaches. And I think she would, like, picking up on the general size of the creature, the firebug kind of thing. She just looks at you and says one word: Rimalaw.
Uh-oh. Question.
Yes.
Coming from the north,
Yes.
I don't have visibility really, but I think I would know the terrain from before we went to sleep, you know?
Yeah, you traveled through that way, and want to be heading off to the west after this. To the south, it's kind of like it's ground, but it's frozen. It's like there was a water, like some of that was filled with water as the frost came in.
Okay, so it's coming from the north, and if we were going to retreat, we go to the west.
Yep. If you try and go south, it's going to get slippery as fuck.
Alright, and with that, Wallamir / Rimalaw, his eyes go wide, and he stares at Effie and goes, "Pardon?"
And with that, I'd like to have all of you roll initiative, please.
Ooh,
What? A nat 20, I don't even get what it is.
I told you what it is.
That means nothing to me.
It's the name of the creature. It's a great big hulking
That's alright. Crack on.
with fire for blood.
Yeah. You ever play Centipede? It's like that, but without the pew pew.
Right, we got Ralph, we've got Kadam, we still need Wallamir and Fire Elemental and Taiji. And Horsey, I'll add Horsey. Hey,
What is my tent secured? Or, because if not, I'll just drop it in a pile on the floor.
didn't you say you were securing it to Bucket?
Yeah, I just don't know if it got on her or
Yeah,
secured on her.
it did.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
So do you want her to be independent to you, or do you want to be mounted?
Just mount. Mount's fine.
Okay, I'll take her out of initiative then, because she's not an intelligent now. So she'll just, Because that,
he gets up when he realizes you weren't talking to him.
Taiji, you just need an initiative roll from you, please.
Yeah.
And
My first one was an 8. It's not coming through, but I got an 8.
Okay.
so,
Let me.
one quick thing.
Let me try.
I got you in. That's fine. Yep.
Oh,
Is this thing, does it travel through the ground?
Yes.
Okay, would we have known that a mile off? Through the vibrations and that?
Not necessarily.
Roll. Okay, cool. All good.
Maybe a few moments before, like I'm picturing that conversation you were having with Effie was like just as it was about to arrive.
Okay, never mind.
So,
All good.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, in that case, you're done. It's your turn.
Okie dokie do. So do I sense or smell the... I know it's northerly. Actually, I'll just move northerly. And I'll,
Yeah, you can feel that it's close, but you can't, by the rumbling, it's gotten more and more intense. You feel like it must be close, but you can't see it.
Gotcha. Okay, so I will change the movement to measure while dragging.
Thank you. I will also do that.
Yeah, good call. Let me make sure this is a new campaign. Yes, mine's already turned on. Excellent. I think I did that while I setting it up.
A clean 10. Get a better view up there. And I've still got 30 points of movement. So I might just get... not to the back side of the tent. I'll actually kind of walk around and get to this bit of the crates. So I've got something to kind of back up against and stick my foot against if I need to push forward. And I'm going to hold an action to, and this is very awkward for Kadum / Yahsob / the two souls in one body to a degree. He's going to hold his action to rage if he can. Can you do that?
No. You can bonus action rage and then hold your action to attack, but then if you don't attack or take damage on your next turn, your rage will drop at the end of that turn.
Okay, then I'm gonna do what Yahsob probably wouldn't and prepare to brace for the first attack that comes my way.
Okay, so are you taking the dodge action or are you holding to attack?
Let's go dodge action.
Okay, no problem. Wallamir.
Yes.
Now, do we need to add Effie to initiative as your elemental, or does it just act after you?
If you want, you can get an elemental and just drop it on, because then I can click the elemental powers.
Yeah,
and
sure.
it'll roll through D&D Beyond, and we can put it in initiative.
And I'll just add. So it's just a fire elemental.
Yes.
Alright, so fire elemental. I'm just going to pop it up here. I'm just ignore its actual location, and I will give you access to the stat block, accessible stats, and the health visual for it. There we go. So you can just refer to that, but move Effie token.
Awesome. We're outside, are we?
Yes.
Excellent. I would like to go. Right, everyone. Get into formation, bravo! And then I will use my 3D powers and bonus action elemental gift and lift up into the sky 30 feet.
Okay. Like your attitude on your token. Certainly do that. You can't see it off in the distance. Up until you took off, you could definitely feel the rumbling, but you can't see it. You're not sure what's going on with that. Like knowing that it can burrow. Potentially, it's underground.
All right. Well, if I may, I will move as I start taking off. I will move 5 feet across the fire and touch my good friend Taiji and just say, right, be on lookout, mate. And I'm just going to cast resistance on him, which will give him a D4 on a saving throw.
Sure.
And I'm trying to, of its choice. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to fly up into the air, I guess 20 feet.
Yep.
just there, and I go, where is it? Like, Effie! F someone up if they come here. Protect the team.
Oh yeah.
And she's just gonna move to.
Is your elemental supposed to get its own initiative, or is it supposed to act with you? I'm just not sure how the spell works.
I'll read it for you. Hang on a sec. I'll put it in chat even.
Wait.
Now we find out I was lying and I don't actually have the spell. I'm a genius. Roll initiative for the elemental, which has its own turn. No action required to issue it orders. If you don't issue any commands, it defends itself from hostiles, but takes no action. So I say, defend the group.
Yep. Excellent. And elemental came up with initiative 4. I don't think fire elementals can. Have a look. Be able to. No, just a speed of 50.
What? It can't fly?
No. No fire elemental. Air elementals can. Water elementals can, I'm pretty sure. But maybe. I could be wrong about that. They can swim, definitely. But fire and earth, no, that's right. Not on these guys anyway. They're just a standard fire elemental.
I don't know why I was thinking it was Wildfire Druid. Crazy.
All good, all good.
Yep.
Alright. So, is that you then?
Yeah, man.
Ralph, you're up. Doing your horsey.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, that's you, Ralph.
Just in.
That's you. Oh, yeah, you only did come up with a name for your character tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, it was like literally a minute before and it was random. I don't see anything. I think I'll just hold. Nothing.
Old. What,
Just dodging, I guess.
shot?
Yeah, because I'm not chucking anything, so.
No problem at all. Alright.
Yeah.
That makes it quick and easy. Taiji, what do you got?
Not much. Well, it's coming from the north. I don't want to be in the.
Probably like you're probably feeling a kind of northeast-ish now, north by northeast.
Yep. All right. So I'm
From where
going.
you're standing.
I'm going to step this way and stand there, and I'm going to ready a. Do we know? What are we? Have I already cast? I've already cast my bless, so it's like within.
Yep.
This thing that. Alright.
That was pre-combat, so this is a new turn, so you can cast another spell. Also, everyone, don't forget you have bless, so if you want to put those markers on your tokens, go ahead. And the concentration reminder for you, Taiji.
Yes, I got. Yeah, I need concentration. Yeah. So I'm going to prepare a spell to shoot. Just a second. Oh, that's the concentration thingy.
On the right-hand side of the
Top right. It's done on the token, not on the character sheet. It's the only one.
Yep.
Like that.
Condition markers. There we go.
Yeah, conditions on your sheet, markers on the token.
Yeah. Alright.
Speaking of markers, I can't see a marker.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Hello.
Pow.
So, in saying that, I am going to. What am I going to do? I'm going to. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do. All right. So
Having a malfunction.
as I've walked down there, you'll see me pull my right hand back, and I'm going to prepare to cast Ray of Frost as soon as I see it.
Alright, no problem. And that's it?
Yep.
Okay, let me have a couple of looks at this. Checking something. Excellent.
Oh no, I missed it.
Alright. You all feel the rumbling get progressively closer. None more so than Yahsob. As the earth beneath your feet opens up as you lose your footing slightly, and this beast of a creature, let's see here, I'm talking, the head alone is almost as big as your body, two large round insectoid eyes, two stalks of antenna coming back like this, a massive maw with razor sharp teeth, and a couple more antenna-like things coming out here. You can kind of see behind it, it's got ridges of orange spines across its otherwise blue carapace, and at around where like you imagine shoulders would be, it has like these spine sort of mantle, similar to like a cobra mantle, but it's like got spine ridges like a set of wings might have. Let me put this image through the game log for you, and this thing has stomped its teeth basically around your waist. It's taken a big chompy out of you. So you are going to take...
Who's you?
Yeah, that's you, Kadam. Yahsob.
Me? Oh dear.
Yep. Let me just do this here.
Does anybody else want to like skin this thing and make a hang glider?
You're going to take 49 points of piercing damage and
He did have a
16
dodge
points
action.
of fire damage. So you did? Alright, so dodge is disadvantage on attacks. I rolled with advantage because it was hidden. I'm going to re-roll. Flat roll. You got so fucking lucky. Good call. Look at that. Nat 1. So it comes up and tries to do this, and you step back up onto the crates as it comes up through the ground, and you get a free attack of opportunity against it.
Then I will attack with the mighty thunder hammer.
Yep. Wow. Fuck you guys. Sorry. God damn it, I had him. That is a hit.
Okay. So we do 2d6 plus 4 normal bludgeoning damage plus a d6 for the normal hammers. Happy discharges.
Excuse me.
So we've got 14 damage altogether.
Alright, and it will take that seemingly to full effect as the hammer strikes. It makes a massive thunderous sound. Some snow sort of shakes loose off of some of the ridges above you. If there's anything else around, it knows you're here. Now let's see. When this happens, when you do this, you notice, like being so close to it, this creature is, despite looking on the outside like it's basically made of ice, it's super hot. You take 10 fire damage from hitting it while you're so close to it.
Oh, darn. Something.
Yep. And that is the end of the Ramaraz's turn. It is the Fire Elemental's turn.
Before the fire elemental goes off,
Yes.
I'll just
Ray of Frost.
I'll hit my ray of frost
Go.
as it comes out of the ground. And my dice is not too quick.
It happens. There we go. An 18, that will hit.
Oh, well, it's actually more because it's meant to be a plus. Oh, is that plus 8? No.
That is, no, that's just a straight 18, so it's a hit regardless.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll some damage.
Alright.
Sorry, how much was the damage of yours, Jeff? Was it?
It was 11
14.
plus 3.
Yeah, 14. So take that off, and then what are you going to, Jason? 8?
8 damage.
So this thing hits it kind of in the what would be the chest area, I suppose, and it seems to like, he scratches it up a bit, but isn't quite as effective as you would like. This thing seems to be resistant to cold damage. Alright. That's it. So, fire elemental's turn. You're muted, Mod.
Yes, I say, Effie, that guy up, and send her in to attack it.
Mm-hmm.
She knows what it is, so she should know how to take it down. And she's gonna go up and attack it.
Sure.
Where is this stupid fire elemental?
Over here.
And I go attack with this. It's a nat 20 to attack. It's 2 nat 20s in a row.
Jeez,
Almost.
well done. Yep, critical hit. Go for it. Nice damage.
So that's it.
Good call, Well. So 11. Alright, so Effie strikes out at this thing, strikes through, strikes in like a weak spot in the underbelly, and you hear it sort of like, but it's still not as effective as you would have liked. That's going to be 6 damage. It's also seemingly resistant to fire damage. I'm assuming that was fire damage.
Yes, everything I have is fire damage. Is it resistant or immune?
Resistant. Oh,
Okay.
fuck. Sorry. Yeah, both the Ray of Frost and Effie's attacks did nothing.
Oh,
I was going to say, because if it's resistant, then the damage goes through normally, because I ignored resistance.
Yeah, no, it's just thank you for picking me up on that. It is immune to cold and fire damage, both of those attacks.
I wasn't picking you up on it, I was going to get free damage.
Yeah, I know.
And I say, all right, well,
I'm going to admit right now, I fucked up
I'm
and didn't
going
realize
to...
that these were immunity. So I'm going to cut you a deal.
No, that's all right.
nah,
I'll deal with it.
all good.
Okay. Yep. Sweet.
And,
Appreciate it.
Yep.
yeah,
Absolutely.
no, I appreciate you wanting to wheel and deal, but no, this is what's in front of us. Let's face the reality.
No, respect. My bad. I thought they were resistances, not immunities. I'm so sorry.
That's all good. And Wallamir looks at Effie and goes, "If you know what it is, surely you knew not to attack it with fire." But then goes, "Right, guys, keep doing stuff."
Sweet.
End of
All right,
turn.
well, top of the round. Yep.
A little bit
That's it.
frazzled.
All right, so it's 10 past 10, guys. How much longer does everyone want to go for?
I'm good.
I go all night.
8 o'clock
Yeah,
in the morning.
so... All right, so probably not quite that long. Do we want to take a short break now while we're at the top of the combat round?
Okay.
We'll refresh strengths and everything, and then we'll come back with Kadam's turn and see what it can do to this Rimalaw.
Roger, Roger.
Excellent.
Good.
Thanks heaps, guys. We'll see you back soon.
See you in it.
Hello, everybody. We are back right here with Worldrender on the Thursday night. I'll quick miss, and we're going to jump straight back into the action. As we left at the top of the ground, it was Kadam's turn. The crew are fighting Rimalaw in an icy ravine on the way out into the tundra of the northern wastes. So, Kadam, you're standing atop these crates. Rimalaw has burst out of the ground. It's like mostly out now. It's tried to fight you. It's missed. You cracked it. The fire elementals come up beside you, and a couple of other shots have gone overhead. None of them seem to have done anything. You're the only one that's actually hurt this thing so far. What do you want to do?
Okay, so the in game would be I activate my rage.
Huh?
The role play of it is more along the lines of me smash,
All right.
and
Dig it.
I use my attack. Have I got one or two attacks at level 10?
Should have at least 2.
Yeah. I should look
I
at
think
that.
I think 2. Fighters are the only ones that get more than 2. I'm pretty sure. But you get brutal critical, which is that's scary.
It's critical. An
Yeah.
extra weapon dice to critical, but it
So that's
is
why
one die So
I know, so I'm glad you're using a maul, not a great axe or something, right? So you only get an extra d6. Is it a yeah? Same with great swords.
D6.
Yeah.
Let me roll, if I may.
That's what makes battle axe the best for barbarian.
Yeah. Are you rolling with reckless, or are you not going reckless?
Oh, good question. I can go reckless, can't I?
You can. That will mean you have advantage on attacks against you until your next turn, but yes, you can. So if you'd like to roll that again and see if you can crit fish.
I'm going to crit fish it and go reckless.
Recklessly attacking.
Oh!
Boom! Nails
See it
it.
in action.
Heck yeah.
Hell yes.
Alright. Go ahead and roll some crit damage. So you get your regular doubling. Does that include so that doesn't include the brutal crit, so add another d6.
Doing
Brutal
so
critical.
now.
I'm pretty sure you have that at level 10, right? So that's 17, and now add 2d6 thunder damage.
Oh, yes.
Kaboom.
And that's
Oh, wow. Alright, so 20 damage in total.
That's right. And I've still got another attack.
Yep, go ahead for your second one. This one cracks it straight across the jaw. You see his jaw like snap to the side a little bit, and then it slips back into place as it shakes its head somewhat.
Important question for the people at home. Does the reckless attack apply to your second shot as well?
Yes, it applies to all your attacks. But just a second. You are going to take 13 fire damage when you do that. Unless you are a bear totem barbarian, that will not be halved.
Okay.
He took fire damage when he hit the Rimalaw.
Rimalaw. Yep.
How much did you say, sorry? 8.
13.
13. That's close.
3d6.
Down to 102. So this will probably hurt.
Down to 102.
This technically would have happened to Effie as well, but I'm assuming she's immune to fire also. It's a pure fire damage, so.
Ooh, yuck. 11.
Yeah, no, that's not going to hit, buddy.
Yeah,
Sorry.
advantage, that sucked.
Yep.
But that's 2 actions and bonus action. I can't complain.
Well, 2 attacks and bonus action, yeah.
So I know.
Well, you do, but you know what that will mean, so, yeah.
Unless I circumvent the creature, but I don't see much advantage to that at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So
No worries. Moving right along, Wallamir.
Yes. Right, everyone. Any ideas? Because pretty much fire's my thing. Any ideas? And then
Gunpowder.
he goes across to Effie and hands her his satchel. So it's 10 foot of movement, and she's 10 foot tall, so that's still 15 foot of movement because he has to come down to her. And he flies back up into the air, and he goes, "Skill tester!" And that's the end of his turn.
Okay. Wow. That's you, Fizz.
I thought you said Proudwood. I hear it now, Ralph. Wow. Oh, man. I'm back. Okay, I don't have
that's it. We can call you Ralph.
water. I don't have gunpowder. Yeah, I'm just gonna charge with the horse.
Okay.
Right over, I guess, the robot.
Yep. I mean, you can probably go, but, you know.
Yeah,
Your
I'm
tent's,
trampling.
your tent's packed up, so it's not there, so you can fit around him. Trampling through there.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
fine.
trampling.
Uh-huh.
Trample as much as I can. And then attack.
Sweet. Well, Kadam, did you pack your tent up? You didn't, did you?
No, I didn't.
No, so your tent's now, like, it's been stomped through by a horse, so it's flat. Cool.
What?
You hit. You went straight through Kadam's tent. Didn't do
I thought he
anything to
packed
stop
it up. Everybody
No, he
packed their
didn't.
tents up.
No, he said he didn't, so he said he stomped through as much shit as he could. You stomped through the tent, I'm afraid.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's intense.
So that's a hit.
Well, I don't. My horse doesn't wear high heels. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits. And
Why doesn't your horse wear high heels?
it's got a. Never mind. I don't want to talk about it. All right. The damage. 4 damage.
4 piercing, magical piercing.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. It's not minus 47, minus 4. Wouldn't you guys love that? Yep. Takes the damage.
And another 7.
And another 7. All right.
That's me.
Okay. No bonus action.
No bonus action.
Sweet. No
Fighter's
problem.
life.
Yep. Taiji.
Alright. So, where am I? I'm going to. You will see me point my left hand at the creature.
Hmm?
And I will cast Toll the Dead. Please make a wisdom saving throw.
No problem. Wisdom saving throw incoming. That's going to be a 16. What's your DC?
Save DC 16.
So, need to beat it. Show buddy. Save and start.
Yep. And that will then be my turn.
Okay. It's the Remorouse's turn. Now, so far, it's been slapped around by a couple of ineffectual things, clobbered in the face quite a few times by, or a couple of times by the elephant guy, and this horse dude was a little bit pokey. I think he's still trying to eat the elephant. It's going to be a 15 to hit, Kadam. Is that going to hit you?
No, it is not.
Oh, well, he misses.
My
it
elephant
misses?
AC is 17.
Well then, that's a great big miss. And with that, it's going to use its movement to dive back into the ground. It doesn't say anything about leaving a tunnel behind it, so it's going to collapse in behind it as it goes, so that ground's just like blocking and loose dirt now. It's going to disappear. Each of you that are within melee combat when melee range when it does will get an attack of opportunity, so that will be Effie, not that. I mean, if Effie has something in hand that's not going to do fire damage, she can attack, and Kadam and Ralph can both attack as well.
No, she just
Ralph
puts it on behind as it goes past.
Cool. That's a miss, Ralph, sorry.
Thank you.
And same with
Oh wait,
Kadam.
bless. I forgot about bless.
Yeah, add your blesses, guys.
16. Does 16 hit?
No, not quite. Just
It's a
misses.
D4.
Yeah, and yeah, so
This shit bless.
Brings me
I'm
up
not
to
gonna.
8.
Yeah,
I give it back.
Alright, so
Your glitter off me.
yeah, so it's gonna do that and so it's not trying to be stealthy, so to speak. So you can tell by its movement that it's burrowed under the ground and it's somewhere over here where I've just pinged, somewhere under the edge of this ridge. Well, it's gone under the ridge, so not really. It did as it disappeared, but it's gone kind of like under this ridge line to the right of Effie, and is roughly around here-ish by the sound. And then there's now, let me get this to circle.
So, Jason.
Yes.
So you cast bless. Are you like a cleric or, or is it like robot-y, like nanites, or like what's it look like? What are we dealing with here? Just curious.
Yeah, well, I just throw my left hand out, and I just said like just these sprinkles of like stuff just like fly out and land on you. You don't exactly know what it is.
Okay, I did hear that. When I said glitter, I'm like, am I just messing with Jason, or did I hear that?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Flesh to tea. Sorry, I just caught up on chat.
It's messed up. It's messed up. I love it.
I'm very impressed. Fridge from the cards.
Well, like I can see it happening, like mushroom tea, mushroom substitute, flesh.
Sure. Yep. No, that's brilliant.
Like, if you can have a schnitzel, you
Absolute
can
brilliance. I love it.
schnitzel.
Yeah. Also, guys, the that white circle I've just put on the ground, that's the disturbed where it disappeared into. So that will be difficult terrain. And following the Rimalaws, it is Effie's turn.
Yes. So Effie flies up to Wallamir, and they join hands, and she's going to pull him up a further 25 feet. Because hang on. She's got a 50-foot of movement, so she'll take about 50 feet. So we're both now 80 feet in the air.
Halving speed for dragging and grapple action. I assume she has the action.
I've got to grapple my own person?
That's how movement generally works in combat.
Alright.
You're trying to
get 25
you don't have to roll to grapple. You can automatically fail, but you need to have
25 feet in the air, then further.
Yeah.
So that's
Absolutely.
50 feet in the air.
Sweet. You want to chuck on your token for me? Just sign that, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You guys are flying?
Yeah.
Have been the whole time.
Shoot.
Oh wait, no, she can't fly, can she?
Oh, she can't either.
Oh, yeah, well, she just comes to Wallamir underneath him.
Yep. Sure thing. Not a problem.
And takes the dodge action.
Great. Kadam, you're up.
Okay, so I'm still enraged, right?
Uh-huh.
And from what I understand, the creature is in this ridge.
Uh-huh.
Right. So, if it's in that ridge, it's probably heading over this way.
Where you pinged is kind of roughly where you can tell what it is by sound and vibration.
Right. So,
It's just underneath it.
it's time to pull out that
Recalculating.
whistle.
It's time to what? On the whistle.
Yeah, I'm going to use my trunk to reach in and pull out this whistle
Mm-hmm.
and hold the whistle up to my mouth, possibly even with the trunk. It's like
There's like...
and
Yep.
I'm gonna blow the whistle continuously
Yep.
until I get over and maybe try to safely I'm not gonna stay in the sky. I'm gonna try and basically drop
You
You
wanna
ever seen
land?
a muffler whistle?
No.
It's like are you at a prank store, you just buy them and slide them in people's mufflers.
Oh,
This is what I'm picturing in his trunk.
Yeah, basically. That sounds perfect. Oh dear. That's hilarious.
I did it to my boss, and she finally pulled over. We told her she had to have her muffler bearings changed. Go talk to her mechanic. It was great.
Oh dear. Dear.
Back to the game.
So Kadam, you have flown over there by using your ear-piercing whistle. Is that a bonus action or an action to use that?
That's a good question.
I'd say it. I'm sure.
I actually
Usually
don't see it in actions or bonus actions.
To use a magic item, it's usually an action, unless stated otherwise. For
Yeah,
instance,
just
spell
read-
scrolls.
Just read the item description. If it doesn't say there, then it's going to be an action.
Oh, I'm gonna send a game log. And I'm gonna say, while you blow an eagle whistle continuously, you can fly twice as fast as your walking speed. You can blow the whistle continuously for a number of rounds equal to, and I think this is a miscalculation, 5 plus 5 times your constitution modifier.
It's absolutely not. That's fine.
Which is like half an hour.
What?
Yeah, no, it's not. But what's your con mod?
Plus
On your
5.
score, you modify +5, so you get
25.
30 rounds. 30 rounds, so that's like 30 by 6 seconds. That's not half an hour.
Well, it's not half. It's still a fair.
It's like
Yeah.
3 minutes, dude. It's 3
That
minutes.
much.
Yeah, it's like 3 minutes. Anyway, so you're flying over there. I'm going to say that can just be a free item interaction in that case. So, like, you just got to put the thing in your mouth, like, sweet.
Okay, well, if that's the case, can I sniff out around about where it is using, I can't just bonus action sniff, can I, and then use my action?
No, you
How
need
are
to
you
action.
blowing and sniffing?
Yeah, I was about to say that sounds a little bit
I want to see it.
whiffy.
I think he stopped blowing because he landed, right? But here's the thing. You have the whistle in your trunks now. So, you've already used your free item interaction to use the whistle.
Yeah.
You can't put it away. So you're not going to get advantage on the smell check because your nose is otherwise occupied gripping onto this thing.
Yeah, true. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm just going to take my best guess at where to find this thing from
Uh-huh.
what my trunk can smell around and what my head gear and all of those wonderful things. I'm just
Yep.
going to take a guess at where this thing is and slam downward at the ground, hoping to create some kind of
Shockwave.
shock.
Sure.
wave. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me an attack. So to be clear, you're not using the other property of the hammer, you're just trying to hit the ground and cause a shockwave.
That's right. Using that
Excellent.
loud bang to just echo through
Yep.
and either
Sure
scare
thing.
the thing off or draw it to the surface, whichever goes first.
Okay, in that case, don't roll me an attack, make me an intimidation check.
Okay.
Hmm.
I've got no charisma, well, 10 charisma, so it's a flat 0.
Oh wow, you don't even have skill in intimidation. Excellent. 19, no? Okay, cool. Alright.
Nice.
Let's see what result that brings. You fly over, you're blowing the whistle, and just as you stop blowing the whistle, almost as if to punctuate it, you land and slam the hammer down into the ground and it cracks out to accentuate the whistle. The whistle stops and you're standing there waiting. Yes?
That's right.
Indeed.
I can,
Excellent.
can I use my, can I hold my second attack?
No.
Or have I got, no.
Oh, no, it's your action to do the intimidation thing. So yeah.
Yes,
Um,
that's it. I don't get a second action. So
Yeah, now, let me check something 1 second. Wallamir, you're on deck, so your turn momentarily. I just need to... Alright, so you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage, so your rage now ends. And Wallamir, it's your turn.
Alrighty. So this creature's running away. And skill tester isn't gonna work. What do you reckon? Homing missile?
I mean, everything you do is good.
That's just what I needed. I reach over and grab the elemental and give her a kiss, and then a door opens and flame just disappears, and I'm going to appear 500 feet in the air.
Oh.
Meanwhile, I was talking to Bucket.
Yeah. Dimension door, right?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm flying now.
Yeah.
Oh shit, sorry. Hope that didn't throw things off too much.
Broke Mark's cam for me. How's it look on stream?
Actually, I can't see his either now.
No, it looks like he's paused. He's now
Yeah, Mark.
frozen.
You might
Mark,
need a
you-
refresh.
Mark, you're frozen.
Oh, we might have lost him. Not hearing audio either.
Yeah, I don't hear audio.
All right, I'll take over. Mod, you do that. It looks awesome. What next?
All right, while he's gone, I get up into the sky and using Effie as a counterweight, begin to spin round very quickly using my 30 feet of movement.
I just want to say, it looks awesome. Look at the
I
full
can hear
moon
you
behind
from
there.
here.
Yeah,
It's
it's
amazing.
like an eclipse. You look like a spiraling eclipse around the moon. Continue.
I
Continue.
keep spinning faster and faster, faster and faster, like the Healanto polka, but
You seem to
faster.
be falling.
No, I'm not falling, I'm flying. I love the fact that Mark's face is frozen with a big smile,
Oh.
and we remember him as he always was.
No, he's now just non-camera view, which is swapped with you.
I know that. I'm looking on the stream. The stream, I can see that he's a.
Sorry, guys. My internet dropped out.
All good.
All right.
What did you try and sneak past while I was gone?
So, I talked to the chat, and chat has allowed me to dimension door 500 feet into the air,
Yep.
and then link hands with Effie and spin round faster and faster, faster and faster,
Yep.
and use my movement building up speed. And I'll see if I have any bonus actions. I don't believe I do.
So-
Question.
Yes.
Homebrew rules. Can I use elemental gift, considering I'm getting the power from the elemental, to give Effie flight as well?
Like it.
Right.
Considering that she's an Afridi.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's
I
got-
see where you're going with that. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Haha, that will be your downfall.
With the occasional glitch.
Oh, like if she's upset with him.
You'll find out.
She would never be upset with me.
Yeah, I may just at some random point in time just be like, and Effie drops out of the sky. But I wouldn't do that from like a height that'd kill her or anything. That'd just be mean. Also, I don't think she'd take damage from that. She's like an elemental, right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm assuming I can summon her back.
So am I. That's why it would just be funny.
But yeah,
so yes.
so he's
So you guys are
spinning
flying
faster and faster.
Excellent. Okay. And that's it? And
You say that's it, but you know I went 500 feet in the air and span around a lot.
I know. I meant is that all?
The
for
end
your
of my
turn?
turn, yes.
At everything. Yes. Excellent. Because that was quite a turn. You're now a firework.
Yes.
I like it. All right.
My plan
Ralph,
came into action.
Ralph, you're up, buddy. What's gonna do?
Oh, that's me again. Damn.
Yeah.
Soon. I stare at the flaming eclipse in the sky in
Sure.
awe and wonder,
Yep. Nice.
and
I
then,
like
and
it.
then realize it might land on me, and I try to move away.
Probably cool.
I'll just go over here. I have no idea where it's coming down, but I feel like over here is better. That's me. Dodge. I guess I'm dodging.
Pretty good. All right. Taiji.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna look the way that I think it is, and
Yeah.
I'm going to hold another Toll the Dead.
Okay. Not a problem.
And it's me done then.
Excellent. It's the Rimalaw's turn. How tall are you?
10 foot.
Yeah, that's a big Warforge. Yeah, alright, so you can easily see, like, this thing's only 10 feet high, so you can, like, even just on tippy toes, you can see the whole top. So you don't have to worry about angles for height and stuff like that. That will be fine.
That's where my
Okay.
horse's high heels went.
Yep. Right. Kadam.
Okay, at this point, the rage is gone. And
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking, what am I doing?
It's not your turn.
Oh,
But you should be thinking that as the earth beneath your feet opens once more. And this time, it manages to get a solid grip around your waist with its teeth. Your legs are in its mouth at this point. So while it's doing this, Taiji, you can have you're told a dead wisdom save,
Yes.
which is going to be a 19. So
That saves.
excellent. And then Kadum, you're going to take.
here we go.
Wow, that's so many dice.
Can I use a reaction as well, or is that my held action?
Oh wait, no. Your held action is does use your action to trigger it.
Okay.
Yeah. So Kadum, 39 piercing damage and 9 fire damage.
So
And I need. Oh, and you are grappled and restrained.
Damn.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Sorry, Kadam. I could have saved
Yep,
you if I hadn't held
I
that
was
action.
loving your character.
Right, so at this point, so it's got you in its mouth, but it doesn't descend into the ground again. It seems to have used all the movement it had left to be able to get to you here. So it's just got you, and it's done all that damage, and it's now Effie's turn.
All right. Yes.
Yeah, I could use a little bit of that on my turn.
You want a little bit of what?
I'm like, hey, Fizz, it's your turn.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I got you. All right. So, with the compliments he's received from Ralph, Wallamir is very excited, and Effie and Wallamir are spinning faster and faster, and execute plan homing missile, and she's going to fly across. I'm 500 feet up and I can't get over a 10-foot wall.
Yeah, unfortunately the walls don't have height settings. Hang on, let me sort. Okay, yeah, you got it. Sweet.
And
So,
yes,
what's your plan here exactly?
to fly and then stop flying, but fly using Wallamir as well to spin round and then and like throw her downwards, let go, so she goes downwards really quickly
Okay.
and stop flying. And
Like
on her way
fighting.
down the 500 feet, she takes the satchel out that Wallamir gave her earlier and says, "Illogical!" and summons a 24-foot boat, which is... Let me just put this into the game.
Yeah, look, I'm totally okay with this. This is great.
So it's 8 foot wide, 6 foot deep, 24 foot long.
Yeah, it's essentially as big as this thing is. So yeah, like whack. This is gonna hurt it. So Effie's flight is well, your flight is like hovering kind of flight, or is it?
Yes.
Right. Yeah, magical flight. So effectively, she can also pull up at the last minute.
Yes.
So she doesn't get hurt. This boat lands splat on top of the Rimalaw. So I'm gonna call it terminal velocity fall distance, which is 20d6. Plus, let's give it 2d12 for the boat. This will all be raw bludgeoning damage. If you'd like to roll that for me. So 20d6 and 2d12, do I say? Brilliant. I love it. Oh, my magic doesn't work. What am I going to do? Drop a boat on it? Okay. Remember how you said I was going to regret letting you make her fly.
I didn't say regret.
You didn't?
No. So,
Oh
yes,
my god!
a giant boat lands on it and does
88 points of damage. Wow. Kadam, how many hit points do you have left? Because you're in these things now.
Oh,
Whoa, hang on. This is a guided missile.
Yeah, I know, it's okay. I'm just asking you a question.
54.
Just asking you a question. 54. Okay. So, I want you to roll me a Constitution saving throw. Let me apply this damage to this thing.
It's a good one. 21.
Yeah, alright, so you're going to take 22, so 1/4 of the damage. And as you manage to shrug off most of the impact of, like, as this thing gets hit, like, it's holding you up in its mouth, right? Yeah, and it's like getting slammed down into the ground by this thing, so it's slamming you down with it. As that happens, so 22 bludgeoning damage, yes.
Oh wait, would it be bludgeoning? Is it the ship hitting him or the mandibles cutting him in half?
It's more the mandible, like the head of the creature going smack into the ground as it gets smashed by the thing. The creature's also going to be knocked prone and be similarly restrained by this boat that's now on top of it. I won't say restrained, I'll say prone and grappled. There we go. And that was a massive chunk of hit points. Like this thing, you can see cracks in its carapace and like flaming blood starting to sort of flicker out of it a little bit. Does not look good. Excellent. GG. Good turn. Anything else?
She turns and looks up at Wallamir and sort of gives him a shrug when she sees it's still alive, like, I don't know, have you got anything else? And he's like, I have one really, really, really bad idea. And that's the end of her turn.
Sweet. Alright, Kadam. You are up. You are grappled and restrained. You can attempt to escape. There is a DC. It will be athletics or acrobatics. Or you can attack it with, I think, disadvantage for being restrained. So you could go reckless and flatten that out, and you could just wail into it. It looks well and truly more than 3/4 fucked.
So,
To put it bluntly.
I'm going to go with the reckless attack option.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I still use my bonus action to invoke a rage.
Yes, you absolutely may.
I'll tick another one off. Got 2 left. And this is where I say, "You not kill Yahsob!" And
Excellent.
strike it.
Go ahead and roll attack.
God damn it.
It's a miss, but you've got a second one.
17?
That just hits.
Okay, finally. So we've got this basic plus this d6. 17 damage altogether. Pardon me.
Well, that's done. Ouch. It's still alive.
Does not go to plan.
Alright, well then. Wallamir, you said you had an idea that was possibly bad?
Yes.
Now's the time for it if you want to use it.
Alright. Wallamir quickly checks his hands and pockets. And he's going to take out his little dagger and hold it above his head, and then he's going to fly downwards really, really quickly at the big firebug thing, not to be outdone by Effie. And he's going to also go for a aerial attack, and he says, "Meteor cannon!"
All right. Let's see what you're trying to do here. Let's just look at what's going on. Effie's dropped the boat on him.
Yeah.
Boat's still on him. So.
Wait, how big is he? Because the boat's 8 foot wide.
And oh yeah, okay. And 20.
So like, if I drop the boat directly on Kadam's head, surely there's another 30 foot left and right.
Yep, I'm with you. So all right, so you're coming down from above. So we're trying to do a similar maneuver where you take no damage and put maximum fall damage impact on him. I don't know if we can. Oh, we probably can, can't we? How does that actually
work? You haven't heard what I'm doing yet.
Okay.
I've got the dagger out, like I'm about to try and do a suicide stab into this thing from 500 foot. And just before I get there, I'm going to slice my hand and summon a block of ice in the shape of a giant dagger and Tomb of Levistus into the back of it.
Tomb of Levistus, okay. Talk to me about Tomb of Levistus.
I love this.
This is my meteor strike move. Tomb of Levistus is another fantastic eldritch invocation. Basically, when you take damage, you are able to summon a cube of ice around yourself, preventing all the damage to yourself up to 100 temporary hit points.
Nice.
And
so
I would like to skewer this thing alive.
Alright, so you're going for dagger damage, for all the fall damage, and you're going to absorb your share of the fall damage.
No. Yeah, so I cut my hand to trigger the Tomb of Levistus and the blood.
So no dagger, just fall damage against this thing.
And it's a giant ice cube in the shape of a stabby knife.
Love it. Okay, so we can call it either piercing or bludgeoning, which either way is going to work. I'm not going to make the fact that it's a block of ice and it being immune to cold matter because it's the impact that you're going for here. So roll 20d6 if you're coming from that far up, and it'll take that damage, and your Tomb of Levistus will hopefully absorb all of that for you, because you're technically taking the same amount.
Well, let's see if he crit when he cut himself. I'm just kidding.
This doesn't even need a hit roll. You're just falling on the fucking thing, really. This is. I love this. All right, so 68. So that's nowhere near enough to get through your Tomb of Levistus shield. So you're fine. And that last blow, this thing strikes straight through this, like the bladed part of your tomb shell. Goes straight through like where this thing's shoulder blades would be if it had them, like right in there. So missing Kadam. And just skewers it straight into the ground, spewing red fiery fucking ick everywhere. So you're going to take a further 9 damage to the Tomb of Levistus. Kadam, you're going to take 9 damage as this thing like gushes fiery blood.
Is that fire damage?
Yes.
So it's 18 damage to the Tomb of Levistus. It's got vulnerability to fire.
No problem. So that's still only a total of 86. So you're still fine. And so Kadam, 9 damage for you, and it's going to let out its death rattles and collapse into the ground, and steam is obviously going to start rising from around it where the fire's splashed into the ice and all of that. Congratulations, guys, you have successfully killed Ramaras.
Ralph circles around the horse. I scared off the other one.
Loves it. So yeah, that's done. What do you guys want to do?
Well, Kadam is extremely confused right now, because he just thought you'd go into a barbarian rage and things would be just normal barbarian hammering. He instead seems to have been possessed and has just gone crazy and taken his whistle and blown off onto the other side of a giant fucking climb, and he's really collecting himself at the moment, so he's going to take a moment to get himself together.
Fair. Absolutely fair.
I believe Wallamir would be burning to death right now.
How so?
Well, didn't he skewer straight through this thing that's bleeding, burning oil or something?
Oh, you can't move in the tomb? Or...
Oh, he's screwed next round.
Oh,
He's absolutely screwed.
Or do the flames go out after it dies?
It says basically, where is it? Oh, it doesn't actually say it on the thing.
it's not telling me what the thing actually does, so,
That's dumb. Where is it? Tomb of Vistus. But basically, I believe incapacitated for the after you take the damage, you gain vulnerability to fire damage. Your speed is reduced to 0, and you're incapacitated. All these effects end when the ice melts. And I believe melts away at the end of your next turn. So yeah, so incapacitated.
So basically, he can't do anything for a turn, and he's vulnerable to fire damage. The question is,
look, the
if the
only
blood's
time,
causing the fire.
like, technically, it's the heated body. I was flavoring the blood splatter for cool, like, snow effects. So, after it being dead, and even the way that rule reads, it's when you touch it or hit it with a melee attack. Okay, so you're touching it, so you would take another 7 to 14 fire damage on the next round, and then you would be free to move about as you would like. So that would still only just get through the tomb. You take like 3 damage yourself, and then you'd be fine. Yeah,
Cool.
you'd be able to climb out, and by that point, I'd say it will have cooled enough that it's not going to be a danger to anyone unless you actually try digging through its body for stuff. You'll have to roll checks to not burn yourself.
Speaking of which,
Mhm.
I really want that. I don't know what to call it. Batwing, carapace. I want the hang glider.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go for
Oh.
that.
All right, absolutely. Does anyone else want to try and harvest anything as well? You can all have a crack if you like.
Yeah. Some guys, I think we can make a hang glider out of this, and but I don't really know how to make one.
The worst thing is, Kadam's other self knows how to do that thing.
Well, so here's the thing with that. You still have the knowledge, right? You don't necessarily have the physical proficiency anymore in your new body, or the magic that backs it up, but you still have the knowledge. So you could still help Bruno, fucking Ralph, Tinker, and make the thing.
Then Yahsob will say, then you just need light frame. It make you hang underneath easy. And then realize he said too much and look embarrassed.
Loves it. Alright, so if you want to do a survival check, let me set a DC first. So you need to get all the, there's the spiny bits of the frame, and then the leathery bit, you need to separate all that and keep the bits intact, right? It's going to be
Keep it a little bit of rib cage for like the handheld parts. Is that what's going on here?
Well, no, like, as you see on the thing, it's got those, the archy bits. Do you just want the leathery material and not worry about the pre-existing frame that it's already got?
So I imagine it's got like framework to open it up and stuff. Like what's going on with Mod? What?
So
What am I
guys,
missing?
God damn it, Fridge Makara.
hear me out.
With the flesh to tea, cast dispel magic after the victim has drank the tea for instant trauma. That is
Yeah.
so much worse than the first one, and I love it.
Behind. I read
Sorry,
that.
Jeff, go.
Any case, when it comes to carrying the heavy parts of this thing, I really should point out that Loxodons have a thing called Powerful Bill. I count as one size larger when determining my carrying capacity and the weight I can push, drag, or lift. But the main thing right now is carrying capacity. I could probably help to shift those parts.
Well, look, I don't see them as actually being that heavy. Like, it's this membranous kind of material spread out between like spine-like things. So these, and they're probably carapace and hollow if anything at all. So it's not going to be that heavy. It's more about the care taken in separating it from the rest of the body. And do you want to keep the spine? Yeah.
Can I do a check to? I obviously realised that it was invulnerable to fire and ice.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make a check to see if I was to take pieces off this thing, can I incorporate them into my armor to get resistances at all?
Okay, so we'll get to that in a second. Biz, I'll get you to make a survival check. If you're trying to keep them all in.
Trying to cut it and keep most of it intact for later.
Alright, sure. Go ahead and make a roll. And I'll tell you how you do it.
The way I figure, I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm going to try to keep as much that I think I would need. Survival?
Yep.
Okay. Let's blast. 14.
Go ahead and roll your bless.
16.
Okay, so you have a little bit of trouble. I think maybe you break one or two of the spines. They're still not, you don't sever the webbing from it, you just might need to reinforce those parts when you're making whatever you're making. And otherwise get it all together. There's like maybe 2 spines on each side, a little bit cracked, that you might have to reinforce. But otherwise it's fine. And you managed to get that. Taiji, nature check. See if you can determine the nature of such a thing.
Nature check.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
So I'm picturing, like, right now, I have, like, a self-standing tent. It's got, like, tent poles with fabric around it. They just kind of make the cone shape.
Yeah,
13 plus 4. 17.
So 17.
So,
just checking stuff. Right, so like, nah, not elemental resistance. You do know that the blood can be used in potions to protect against the elements in that way. So maybe the blood could be used to make potions rather than armor integration. But the chitin plates are wrong. They would definitely potentially be an improvement to some armor, perhaps in the realm of like, +1 kind of stuff, if it was properly forged.
Well, I am an alchemist as well, so I will probably try and take some blood.
Sure, make me survival check.
Survival.
Rimalaw, while I'm harvesting this, I'm thinking about you and that dimension door. Take me up. I want to fly.
By the way, Fizz, you've got a week to treat those. You've got a week to treat those parts you cut off before the things are going to start to rot. So you'll need to tan the materials and all that kind of stuff. With an 11, you managed to acquire 7 vials of Remarar's blood. They will also last 7 days before they expire, and once you seal it up, you would know with your nature check that if it gets exposed to air again without immediately being put into whatever concoction it's being used in, it will spoil very quickly. So you want to keep those containers sealed.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Well,
Alright.
that's one hang glider.
So while those guys are doing that, could Wallamir and Effie do 2 things?
Yep, make some coffee.
Sure, what do you want to
Flame out.
He says, "Oh my God, that was the stupidest thing I've ever done. I can't believe I lived." And then he's going to there's a few people's gear still down in this area, right? Like Barbarian didn't pack up his stuff.
Yeah, and his tent's kind of in a shambles.
Did Taiji pack up his stuff?
Yep.
No, but Taiji doesn't really have a tent. He's got his hut that he just creates.
William's
Okay.
tiny hut. Yeah, so
That's right. Well, in that case, if there's not much here apart from the barbarian's hut, I will just, while they're doing all the cutting and stuff, I'm just going to sit down and go, that was dumb. Why did I do that? And have a rest.
yeah, fair. Absolutely. You can go back to resting. Anyone else? Taiji, what are you doing while all this is going on? Jason?
No, I'm collecting the blood. I'm
Oh,
going
you're doing the
to.
collecting, yep, sorry. My bad.
Sorry.
I said you're doing the collecting, my bad. Oh, that's fine. You guys are doing that. Wallamir has a bit of a honk out.
One thing I should say is, while they're doing that and Wallamir's resting, he just says, you know, Effie, there's just one thing I have to tell you. It's a secret. And as he goes to speak, she disappears, and he's like, oh, god damn it, 1 hour's bullshit.
Love it. Yeah. So you guys
I
can
hand him
finish
a
up-
torch like a Mr. Wilson.
I love it.
I can't delete her.
So
I can
that's
bring her
alright.
onto the field, but I can't remove.
That's alright. That's fine. Leave it there for now. So with that,
Wilson.
you guys can finish your harvesting. You can settle in to finish up your rest. And now, so it's like 11:15. We'd normally be finished like 15 minutes ago. So what do you think? We can do some travel, or we can start off with travel from here next week after having completed the rest.
Let's do a tiny bit of roleplay just to sort of wrap up and start traveling, and we can end.
All right. Well, in that case, let's get a D100 roll for the weather on the next morning, and you guys can set off and do some roleplay as you travel. Otherwise, you're, parking camp properly again in the morning.
That's it.
Whatever you would like. Yeah, Jason Galan, what do we got?
96.
Rolling, but Taiji was
96. The clouds that were gathering yesterday have cleared out.
Nice.
It's still cold. It's still real cold. But it's not storming, so that's good. So then, you guys pack up camp, and let's go back to
You guys like
on that.
see me walking with you, and I got my horse bucket, and I got the wings on its back, and it looks like a
Little
like,
dragon horse.
messed up Pegasus. Yeah.
Let's kick ass. I love that.
Does Kadam get any of his hit points back with the finish of the rest, or?
Yeah, you guys finish your long rest, and we'll say that happened at the start-ish,
Ooh,
You started getting into sleep. You took a little bit of an extra couple of hours in the morning to top it up.
So
It'll
I'm
be all good.
for a long rest.
Mhm.
Some people think I'm interesting, but the fact is I'm actually into resting.
Nice.
And that, folks, is all we have time for. No, I'm kidding. All right, so back here on the regional map, here's how things are going to work. Each hex is 8 miles. You can travel at a regular pace, 24 miles in a day. All the regular rules for traveling will apply. There may be some extra effects for traveling through cold weather, which I'll introduce if the weather gets worse. So at this point, you can see your Worldrender token here at the edge of the map. This little guy here. You have the path up through the north. There's the mountain pass. There's also the sort of other clearing through here. Like there's the caving pass that goes through these mountains here.
Thank you.
Or to the, yep. And that's the open path that leads through. That Malachi's Rest is around here, which is that memorial that I told you about. The abandoned ghost town is here, and your destination lies up here. So would you like to start traveling along the edge of the mountain ridge in the tundra, or move out into open tundra? Which way do you want to go? Let me give you
This would be
control of the token.
good point to talk and see if we want to go through a cave pass or to a ghost town or go check out a ruin or go to our destination.
Yes.
Sure. Well, guys, how about it?
Right. I'm still in favor of taking the money and fucking off. I don't know if you've noticed, but we just got attacked by some bullshit monster.
And we're
Yeah,
all
three
fine.
more to go.
Like, if there's other things that are immune to fire, I'm out. That's it.
Can I-
I'm just gonna run. It's
May
kind of
I-
my thing.
May I please? Hear me out. See, I've got all the memories of Yahsob, obviously, all the knowledge of Yahsob,
Mhm.
his survival skill.
Of course you do, Yahsob.
Mhm.
So, I'm thinking, can I
Look at Fizz. He
roll-
makes a joke and then he's just got the deadpan face staring into the camera.
Can I roll with my area knowledge? And is that survival or something? But the knowledge of the area, according to Gadam, and which would be safer of the two options?
That's going to be history or nature.
History or nature? They're both about the same, so I'll just roll history. I got a 17.
17. Yeah, alright, so you have heard talk from the folks around town that, like, the hunters that go out inland, because you mostly fish and gorge, but some people go inland hunting and range up north. There's some good game up that way. They have let you know that the open pass, like the one that the open air pass, has been closed off recently by a storm. It's like there's been an avalanche. The pass blocked. You might be able to dig your way through there, but the cave pass is probably going to be your easier bet until that gets properly cleared.
Okay, then this is where I actually use my talky voice and say, Yahsob say, we take cave.
Why?
Yeah.
Cave better.
Listen, he makes a solid argument.
Like, I can't argue with that.
Yeah, it's better. It's better. Right. That sounds good. Well, listen.
To the cave.
Yeah, let's go to the cave and let's just pull up a little bit here because I was thinking, maybe we should check with the fates to see what the fates think we should do. So let me just. Rimalaw is going to take out a little bag, and he pulls out of it a different deck of cards that you guys have not seen before. But
It's a good time for lunch. Let's play.
Someone- yeah,
I got
sit
5
down.
gold.
yeah, you can spend your 5 gold, or you can pay me 5 gold for food. But I was just gonna say, and as I lift out the cards, I'm stalling to try and think of Jeff's character's name again.
Yahsob.
Yahsob.
No, not Yahsob.
Kadam.
Kadam. Yeah, Kadam. This is Wallamir's deck of cards. So
I figured
you've never seen Rimalaw pull this
And,
deck of
like-
cards out.
he doesn't want to break his character. A character who's playing a character essentially right now.
Yep.
And,
I love this so much.
He looks your way and he looks like he wants to say something, but Yahsob has to stay quiet and pretend silly game doesn't intrigue him.
Yeah, no, we know Yahsob. Good. Mountain Pass good. All right, so
Steal the cards already.
did you want to draw a card, mate?
I don't know how to draw.
Listen, these cards are magical. They'll tell us what to do. You take one,
Okay.
and
I
we'll
take
we'll
one.
test your luck.
Okay. You have just drawn a card from a deck of many things.
Yep. And I put 5 gold on the table. Love that.
Hey, Rod. I assume you have a deck prepared?
I did.
I have a regular deck of cards.
I mean, that also works, right? Well, do we need the whole 52, or do we just need the 20-something? I can't
22.
remember.
I used. Let me see if I can find them.
Okay.
There's got to be like a
I didn't ready last week.
deck of many things generator or something.
Yeah, let's try that. Deck of many things. Generator. Oh yeah, generator.
I just found it on Roll20. Because why not?
22
Have a bit of
card
fun.
deck. Click to draw a card. Hang on. Can we stream this?
Can you just like
Link
make
to
it your
Jace?
image without fucking with your camera? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can do that actually. Hang on.
Yeah. I know we won't get it full screen, but
Listen, I'm an old man.
ah,
I don't know how to do stuff.
okay, I can see that.
Wait.
I don't know if everyone at home can see it, but
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
A little bit.
Okay,
I
I'm-
can. Hang on.
I click the button. I mean, I draw the card.
Alright.
I love how you left
Yeah.
the advert on the left and right.
Oh yeah, I probably should get rid of that. Okay, I'll make it bigger. Jace, how's that? How's that for size? Is that in the middle?
Yeah, I'm just. It's pretty good. Let me just try and do something quickly.
Oh.
I don't like what you're doing.
Oh.
Chat, don't look.
He's trying to, he's trying to
about to
put
do
it on the
dick
big screen. This is good.
He's 100% doing a dick pic.
Okay.
Hang on, let me put that down here somewhere, and then I can.
Alright, so I have the list of effects here, so you can just tell me what the card is. I'll look at it and I'll tell you how that actually comes into play.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
That's there.
Jace, can I click it?
It's on the it's on the big screen now.
This would be so funny if I
Here we
die.
go. Here we go. Well, it's not you drawing the card. It's Ralph.
Yeah.
Campaign ender. Campaign ender.
No, it just started.
Hey.
This is why I said we'll see the card.
Well, I clicked it.
Alright, 22
You can't
cards.
look, Bod. Just click it and don't look.
Oh, I clicked reset. Okay, I'm not gonna look.
Yep.
You can't see if I'm looking. I got my eyes open
Does
right
that
now.
say sun?
I'm not. Can I look? It says
No.
sun. View magical effect. Sun. The player
I've got it,
gains
I've got it right
50,000
here.
XP, and a
Oh,
wondrous
no.
item randomly determined by the GM appears in their hands.
Like I said, that's not what happens. But you do draw the sun card. I'm not done. I'm not done. Just hear me out. I said I was going to tell you how it came into play. So, immediately, as soon as you draw this card, you see the image of the sun, and it flares to life, and it shines into your eyes, and it begins to glow out and radiate all around you. And it's this warm, glowing light. It wraps the whole party up in what seems like a hug from beyond, from something almost heavenly. All of you advance to level 11 immediately.
Oh,
And I will get to work on figuring out a magic item for you. Because we're not
So if I would
going
have died, would everybody have died?
probably.
Anyway, so I got my card, and I'm feeling great.
You
And I'm
really
like-
are.
Beat this, and I put it on the table real quick.
Can
And where's your money at? Money on the table.
Can I make a request?
What's that?
Just to make it that little bit funnier, and because I don't want Fizz to feel like he just took the risk and we all get the reward. Can we have it? Everyone but me goes up a level.
No, I'm fine with that.
No. And
I think that's funny because then I can
I
draw a
vote
card because I'm
against
upset.
that. I vote against that. I want to see Mod go up a level.
Okay.
And also, I didn't know I was taking a risk.
yeah, no idea.
I literally thought I was just gambling my 5 gold.
I was about to, it would have actually been funny, but it went a bit too quick while I was trying to do stuff, because I was actually going to cast Augury.
Oh, nice.
Alright, so give me 2 seconds. I'm just determining something.
Wondrous item. Unlike Drift Globe.
I mean, it doesn't have to be sunlight. I'm just trying to get something cool. I'm rolling, but I want to get something
Yeah,
cool.
Drift Globe was not cool. It's just the first thing that popped in my head, you know?
You've still got the card sitting in front of you, Mod.
Yeah, I clicked one. I want to see what it was.
I can't believe I got a good one. I've never gotten a good one.
There you go.
Like I've seen this before. This is like the best card you can get, but I've never seen anybody get it.
I just rolled one and I was like, tempting, but fucking no, because that changes the whole campaign. It was the Iron Hand of Vecna. Not happening. Okay. Yeah, no, it's not, absolutely not happening. Okay, this could be fun. I don't know if anyone else already has. No, I don't think so. Alright, cool. So, as you place the card down on whatever surface it is where you're putting it down on, it begins to glow. And then the card is replaced by just this glowing sliver of light. It lifts up slightly and begins to grow and transform and take shape. And it forms into a solid, full, half face, right? So it's around. It's a plate helm that has no face cover, but it is set with dazzling gems. Let me do some things. I need to roll some dice, and I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. Because I don't have the right screen in front of me now, because they're buried in there. Okay, that's the right screen. Actually, roll me 1d10, then 2d10, then 3, then 4, separately.
Okay, so 1d10. 1.
1 diamond.
2d10. 17.
17 rubies.
Okay. 3d10. 37.
Wow. 37 fire opals.
No, hold
Hang
on.
on, wait a minute. That's not right. So 3d10 can't be 37. What?
23. 23.
23. 22 fire opals, and then 4d10.
Alright. 4d10, sorry. Can you see the game log?
I'm not looking at it right now, no. Someone else can call it out.
20.
27?
27. Yes.
27?
And did anybody write that stuff down? Because I was rolling.
I'm
1,
doing that.
17, 37, 23, 27. 1 diamond, 17 rubies, 37 servants,
No,
23
37
farmsteads.
No.
Shit.
1 diamond, 17 rubies, 23 fire opals, 27 ovals, all encrusted into this white, brilliant, obviously magical helmet. So that's there on the table. Wallamir, the rest of the cards in the deck,
Sorry, 27 what?
it doesn't matter. I've got it written down.
Alright.
Wallamir, the rest of the cards in the deck seem to take on a shimmering glow, fold in on themselves, and then disappear within the deck. And you get a ringing in your head that says, that's enough for now.
Yeah. Beat the crusty crown. Wallamir.
I say, oh my god, the last 4 people that took a card vanished into like crystals, or one of them had like the literal body of death appear and cut him in half. And I said, oh, that's a bad card. But hey, you
Okay,
did
Mark,
alright.
So please make a note of all of those things you just mentioned, plus
Your
the
turn.
sun card. And those cards have all been drawn out of that deck. So please mark that as those cards are no longer in that deck.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Just got rid of like 4 of the bad ones.
You did, well done. But you also can't use the deck again until I say so.
Also, in my backstory, I also had a pet dragon, and
Don't think this is an opportunity to just deck out.
Yeah.
nah, and that's where we're gonna end it, folks.
Well, actually, it is.
Well,
When I take my
just,
gold back.
just before that, well, I'm going to...
Not
I'm
with
going
a
to
fizzle,
cast-
but with a pun.
I'm going to
Even
cast the
better.
augury spell, and you can work out what you're going to do for the next session.
Nice.
Okay. So what does the other spell do?
I'll send
Whoa
you the
there.
log.
Wheel.
Yeah, so
Oh, will and why?
I'll roll dragon bones.
Yep.
And then the DM chooses from the following possible omens. So it says that you receive an omen from another worldly entity about the result of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. The DM chooses from the following: wheel for good results, woe for bad results, wheel and woe for both good and bad results, and or nothing for results that aren't especially good or bad. The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. So,
Okay. So this is for the next day.
so this is
30 minutes.
within the next 30 minutes. So I'm just
So while we're
asking
having
which
lunch.
which way we should go
Yep.
towards the,
Yeah. So
the pass or-
with your intended course of action, with where you're traveling, is that like just the immediate kind of what's coming up? I'm gonna say nothing.
Alright, so I get
As
nothing
in
back.
nothing particularly good or bad coming
Yeah.
up in the next little while. Yeah. Alright, so with that, assuming you took the helmet, Fizz?
I mean, it's on the table. I'm kind of waiting for him to draw a card to see who wins.
Well,
I
you
want- I
can't
wanna-
now.
Earn my. Yeah, I know, but that's on him, isn't it? I want my gold back.
All right,
Yeah, you
you
can't
take
cop
the
out
gold,
now.
and I'll keep the helmet.
All right, so yeah, give me the
Oh
5
wait,
gold.
hang on. You won the helmet fair and square, and I take his 5 gold.
Is this not gambling? I'm so confused.
Yes, it's this. We were playing Helmet Goldie card.
You play silly game.
Well, you say that, but I don't see your shiny helmet.
You see my shiny hammer.
I mean, I'm happy. I got like a prize at the state fair here, but like, kind of pissed he beat me out of my 5 gold again.
There was no duping. You played and you won. It cost $5 to play. Cardi Helmet Goldie.
I thought there was more skill in this.
So did I.
I put the helmet on a bucket.
Okay,
Yeah.
no problem. It doesn't exactly fit bucket that well, but sure. While you're handling it, and over the next few hours, as you're trying to get it to like stay on bucket's head rather unsuccessfully, you do in fact come to realize that it is quite magical. More to the point, the gems in it are quite magical. This is a Helm of Brilliance. Are you familiar with the Helm of Brilliance?
Nope, but I think bucket is.
Yep, sure. So while it has at least 1 diamond, this is something you should know. The helmet emits dim light in a 30-foot radius, and at least 1 undead is within that area. Any undead that starts turning in the area takes 1d6 radiant damage. So don't use your fucking last diamond. As long as the helm has at least 1 ruby, you have resistance to fire damage. As long as it has at least one fire opal, you can use an action to speak the command word, causing one weapon you are holding to burst into flames. The flames emit bright light in a 10-foot radius, dim light for an additional 10, are harmless to you and the weapon. When you hit with an attack using the blazing weapon, it takes an extra 1d6 fire damage, and the flames last until you use a bonus action to speak the command word again, or you drop or stow the weapon. Roll the d20 if you're wearing the helmet, take fire damage as a result of failing a saving throw against the spell. On a roll of 1, the helmet emits beams of light from its remaining gems. Each creature within 60 feet of the helm other than you must succeed a DC 17 dex save or be struck by a beam, taking radiant damage equal to the number of gems in the helm. The helm and its gems are then destroyed.
I was so hoping that it just made me smarter.
You can also use an action to cast one of the following spells with a saving DC of 18, using one of the hell's gems of the specified type as a component. Daylight with an opal, fireball with a fire opal, prismatic spray with a diamond, and a wall of fire with a ruby. So you have 23 fireballs at your disposal, 22 if you don't want to lose fire resistance.
All that you know what, I'll save it. I'll save it. I'll show you what I'm going to do with this helmet.
He's gonna throw it in the next chasm. This is too rich for me.
Me and Bucket have a plan.
Bucket, you have a plan? Okay, excellent. Alright folks, and so with that, you guys will think, what pace do you want to travel at? We'll set that, we'll roll for a potential random encounter, and then we'll call it until next week.
I think we're just traveling at a
normal pace?
I think, because I'm from this area, so I'd be like, I think we should travel a little bit quicker to get where we need to go, in case the snows come in.
You're not from this area, Kadom's characters. You're from the Imperial factories on Galan. You've just come here.
Yeah, but I know. Oh, okay. Would I know the area though? Still.
Yeah, well enough. Right, well enough to know them. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So is there bad weather actually coming, or?
Well, no, but bad weather could strike quickly.
Okay, so yeah, let's move fast.
Right.
Right, cool. So moving fast. Yeah, moving fast. You can get 4 hexes. So from where you are, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that along the ridgeline for the day's travel.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nice.
Let me draw.
Yeah, so we'll surely get into the cave in another day, and then like we could take it slow in there. More normal.
Yep.
Excellent.
All right, so what's the encounter? What are we in? How do we end it?
Let's get each of you roll a d20 first and see if there even is one.
Let's have us a roll.
So for viewers at home and the players, what are we looking for here? What constitutes an encounter, good or bad, or
We're looking for a 20 or a 1.
No luck, Chuck. 18 here.
Only 3 rolls
at the top.
I need 1 more.
I got you covered.
Well, there's 17, 18, 19. Oh.
Alright. So with 2 rolls so close to 20, which is on the more positive side, doesn't mean it's going to be a positive encounter, but it's on the more positive side of rolls. I will allow you guys to choose whether or not you have an encounter today.
Hang on, wait. We got a straight flush, dude.
You do, but not quite, because you got 2 19s.
Oh, is it 2 19s?
Yeah. Sorry. So, would you like to encounter something today? Because basically this is reflecting that you might see something but easily be able to avoid it. So
I would say if it's another one of those Ramaraz things, I would want to go for it so we can get another hang glider. Other than that, I'm kind of out.
Yeah, can we sneak up on one and just double comment it again with the boat and thing and just like kill it and just say we did that?
Just say we did it.
just say we did.
We've worked out the perfect hunting technique.
I tell you what, you guys make this plan to go hunting for Ramaraz as your traveller, and as you're cruising along, find out next week if you find one.
As we cruise along, we play a song.
And would everyone please remind me when we play along the next time?
That's the intro to my
I
song.
may forget, but when we're looking for these bugs, I do have a nose, and it's not currently holding a flute. I've put that away. So,
Okay. Excellent.
I feel like you pound the ground to attract them.
yeah.
Did that sound come through?
Anything from
Yeah,
my
yeah, both times.
Well then, let me sing my song and we can end.
Okay, sing your song.
Well, goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone. In the torturous jet. Nah, just kidding.
Thanks very much, folks. We'll be back next week.
torturous
Say,
jet.